Hello, everybody, body. We're back at it like crack addicts, as the kids say. I don't know if the kids say that. So today we are going to draw a goblin again. This is going to be a reoccurring theme, I think, in my work, because it never gets old. Drawing goblins, I think it's what the people want. My last goblin video has probably been my most successful, so I'm going to try to recreate the fame. This time, though, I figured I'd go straight to color, which is what I usually do anyways. I don't got time to draw the skeleton and thumbnails and then flesh it out and then, I don't know. But this is usually my normal process anyway, so I did take a picture of myself and I was kind of like looking at it with some lighting so I could kind of try to emulate the same lighting. So I did learn a few lessons from previous videos, so we did try to incorporate that in my my learning abilities. But so if this thing starts to look a little bit too much like me, try not to fall in love, I guess. But this thing's hideous just like me, I know. But I think I'm starting to see a lot of things that I do wrong that I need to actually start working on in real time. So like right here, my goal was to keep that lighting around his, right now it's on his right eyebrow, his left on this side, his right eyebrow now. So that one, I don't like the lighting in the cheek. I kind of messed that up, but this is the part where rewatching it, and kind of like, dang, like I really do need to step back and kind of just like really think about things instead of just zoning out and getting into that flow state of art. I also, especially for this one, and going forward, or I don't know if it'll be like some studies, but I really want to get that kind of Chinese style of rendering. I don't know if you've seen some of the Chinese artists, like, I don't know how to say his name. It's like Ron Gia or something like that, but it's like this buttery, soft portraits, and it's so good. And like, that was in the back of my head doing this, is I'm like, how do I do that? So maybe in the next goblin or whatever I do, maybe it'll be like a study of like, how soft can I get these portraits looking? And I'll show you what I mean in the next one, I guess. But I think for what it is, it turned out all right. I know I'm recording this in post, and I've already, since trying to edit this, I've been rendering this thing so I can post little snippets on other social media platforms to try to draw in the masses, right? But I actually mess with the color a lot. I usually, I mean, goblins are green, right? So you go with the green goblin, but I started playing around with the color in post, and he turns out a little bit like orangish. And at the very end, I kind of use a noise filter too, like I always do. I think I've probably shown that. If not, I'll show it on the next one. But here we're just sketching in a lot of the just details. I'm looking at the picture of me in my phone and just kind of like looking at the lighting, and I'm like, okay, I kind of have what I need. I have like the backlight. Area focus is supposed to be on that eye closest to us, right? All right, that's where we want our sharpest detail, and then I'm just masking in the background usually. This works really good for like just working on a separate layer if you do want to go back and do a background, or just work within the picture. Did I and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I started working under that layer, so you could just go wild at that point, and you don't have to worry about it, which is one of my favorite things to do. I gotta get some background noise too. I know it's probably just uncomfortable silence, and then my dog's moving around, and they're always the noisiest when I'm doing these voiceovers. The one's like tearing up a towel that he's sleeping on, and the other one's licking his foot. So there's some strange noises. Promise it's not me. So pretty much the work is pretty much done. From here we're just adding details, and really what I wanted to work on and what I want to go work on going forward is actually making sure the brightest points are at the most the focus point is going to be where the brightest highlights are, and that's what re-watching this and towards the end of this drawing actually kind of had me really thinking about. And thus, sadly, our time together has come to an end. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.